Okay, here we go. So, we're going to talk about the 5 ways that you, as a chiropractor, can create additional streams of online income in 22 this year, even if you are a beginner. And this is how most successful practitioners are diversifying during this time of economic uncertainty and making anywhere from $100 to $27 per day from the internet. So make sure you take some notes. I'm going to go pretty fast, but I think what I have to share with you is going to open your mind and really just make you excited. And that's really one of the main purposes of this, is to help inspire you. I love what Warren Buffett says. He talks about an idiot with a plan can beat an idiot with a plan can beat a genius without a plan. We have so many brilliant chiropractors and professionals that are going about things haphazardly. And unfortunately, when you don't have a specific plan, you might want to, let's say, create additional streams of income online. But if you don't really invest in learning how to do it from the right mentors and resources, you're not going to get very far if you don't have that roadmap per se. So again, congratulations on being in this specific training. I'm your host, Matthew Loop, best-selling author of Social Media Made Me Rich. Here's how it can do the same for you. And I love sharing this information because it's changed my life, thousands of clients, and can absolutely impact yours on a huge scale. Now, let's get the bad news out of the way first. Everyone knows right now that the economy has entered a recession. In fact, it's been like that for a while. Now, I just pulled this article from MarketWatch the other day. It says Americans say they are not financially prepared for a recession, so they're cutting back on discretionary purchases, making a contraction more likely. Now, many consider chiropractic services these discretionary purchases, right? And I've heard from some clients that they're getting a little bit more resistance now just because dollars are being allocated in certain areas. So we are in an interesting time to where I don't think we've seen anything, quite honestly, yet, as opposed to what we will be seeing. So we need to be prepared. This is one of my clients from a while back in the last year and a half or so. Basically talked about where he was in the world, right? We all went through different stages where we were in the world the last couple of years, but where he was, of course, the government put a lot of restrictions and shut businesses down, and then ultimately his practice took a massive hit. But he told me he's pissed because he didn't have an additional stream of income, and he's working on that now. We can't trust the people in charge. We already know that, and we can't allow our futures to be dictated by these individuals, or else you're going to be in for hard times potentially as we move forward. So this is just really to drive the point home. Having one source of income nowadays is very risky. This is pretty obvious for a couple reasons. One, you're a chiropractor, or maybe you're a student, and we all know that adjusting can be hard on the body. I mean, maybe you've been in practice working with, a 400-pound patient one time, and you slam into them and you hit them wrong and your shoulder feels it. Like, I've been there. And if your technique is not right on the money. So unfortunately, a lot of chiropractors have to retire. They don't get to practice for 40, 50 years because their body, it just crushes them, thousands and thousands of adjustments. So you have to have something, an exit strategy to certainly be able to fall back on. And, I like to think of setting up your income anyway as like the Parthenon. If you have your income stream set up like that, in case one pillar goes down, you still have other pillars that are supporting the structure. The last 2.5 years should have been a wake-up call for so many people in regards to just how dangerous it is to have one source of income, because your province, your state, they could have just locked you out and shut you down immediately. But with chaos, you have to realize comes a tremendous amount of opportunity for those that do certain things in a specific way. Now, to give you some more backstory of me, I talked about how I'm the best-selling author of Social Media Made Me Rich. Here's how it can do the same for you. But I'm a chiropractor as well. Graduated in 2004. I just got really good early on, right around 2005, 2006, using MySpace of all platforms. Turns out no one was using that for business growth. And I began to use MySpace to build my practice. And then YouTube dropped in 2006. Facebook opened up publicly not long after. So in terms of social media, I was at the right place at the right time. Now, in practice, of course, I wasn't always successful. I didn't learn certain things. I didn't understand you had to sometimes wait 2 to 3 months to get reimbursed for an insurance claim that you sent to that companies. It was a very rude awakening. So I was in massive student loan debt. I had all these crazy bills that were piling up. I had to have people forward me checks to get me out of the jam that I was in. And it was a very low point in my life. I was humiliated to have to accept money from friends or family or whoever. And so that taught me a lot of things about marketing, getting out there. But not long after, I began to reach and impact a lot of chiropractors that were using these social platforms, started to use them like MySpace, and they were asking me, hey, what are you doing? How do I harness this? And I began teaching these chiropractors how to do it. Eventually, that cut into my practice time, so I had to figure out, I got to take this knowledge or information and put it into a training or course that I could sell online because I just don't have the time. And eventually what happened is my secondary source of income grew into my primary source of income. Then I had to make a decision. I thought, man, I love taking care of patients in the office, but if I could help thousands of doctors reach millions of patients, that's an amazing thing. So that's when my trajectory kind of shifted more toward the consulting spectrum. It's very interesting how our journeys kind of weave there. So throughout that time, though, I've consulted over 8,500 chiropractors on building their practices using social media and creating additional streams of income through the internet. I've spoken at pretty much every major stage in chiropractic, spoken at NASDAQ, on the campus of Harvard, had some really cool opportunities because I've learned how to harness social media, but ultimately create additional streams of income online. And the cool thing is when you understand this, like what I'm talking about today, you can actually build more influence, which helps you sell more stuff online and really connect with the right people. So a lot of times you might see me with, such and such public figure like Dr. Peter McCullough, or celebrities interviewing Dr. Oz, or, with Shark Tank's Kevin O'Leary at his private wine tasting, or opportunities that even opened up for my wife and I, for instance, getting to go on Sir Richard Branson's private island, having this billionaire philanthropist serve you lamb tandoori from his island estate. It's just ridiculous how crazy and how amazing things can happen in your life when you do these specific things in a certain way. So I'm extremely passionate about this stuff because I know how it can positively transform what you do. And in terms of online, the internet angle, you can run a business like this from anywhere in the world. It doesn't matter if you're in the Swiss Alps, overlooking here, right? There's some really cool spots that I've been blessed to go with just because we're doing certain things in a certain way. Now, I wanted to share with you something hopefully that inspires you. My first sale in terms of selling stuff online was probably right around 2006-ish, somewhere in there, 2006, 2007. Like affiliate marketing wise, and I'll get to that in just a little bit, but I made the first commission online through MySpace of all things, and it was one of those instances. It didn't seem real, but once it deposited into my bank account, I thought, what the heck just happened? And so this is a screenshot from 2009, a course that I had launched called the DC Income Club at the time, and generated 7,100 in one day. Now imagine you in a chiropractic practice, you've just literally, like when this happened to me, I thought to myself, this is so insane, but I've literally turned my monthly income into a daily income. And I had to think to myself, like, wait a minute here. It's just one of those mind-expanding things. So you got to be around people that are doing this stuff because it opens you up to a world of possibility. And then I've just kind of never looked back, right? And I've had clients and students share some amazing case studies and testimonials over the years. One of my docs talks about how he was a member of the DC Income Club way back in the day, and that this video is from an affiliate product he launched, and he's already made over $1,000. So this is a skill set that you can learn and take with you for a very, very long time. This is another client. Talked about generating $37,000 in just 2 months with the launch of his online course that I helped him with. This is another client that was selling private label products on Amazon, $6,500 in his first month with Amazon, right? And this is another way that we'll talk about on how to generate an additional stream of income. Now, the good news is that social media use has skyrocketed the last couple of years, which means that more people are buying stuff online. And you can go any news organization you want or data organization, you'll pull up just some insane statistics on how it's actually affected. And this is just one example. For example, the e-learning market growth. This chart right here, you can see this bottom line was the regular trajectory where online courses will basically go, and then how post-COVID projections have dramatically just blown that out of the water. So we can see that there's a massive uptick in online shopping. People are much more comfortable with it. So whatever you're selling or decide to sell, there's a huge opportunity. First, though, you have to get clear what would be good for you. Some people that say, well, I want to make more money or generate X income online, but we should have a very specific goal of what that is. It doesn't matter if it's $100 per day or if it's $2,800 per day like you can see here and what it equates to monthly. Have some type of goal, because if you have a number, we can always reverse engineer that and figure out how many courses do we need to sell per day to reach that goal, or how many affiliate products or products on Amazon and stuff like that. So they grab a drink of water real fast, and we're really going to get into 5 lucrative ways to make money and create passive income on top of your current chiropractic practice. The first one is affiliate marketing. And this is essentially where you are selling other people's stuff and they give you a commission. It's a real simple model, right? So if you sign up for an affiliate program, then this affiliate, you can actually, the affiliate puts you out of the site, the customer clicks and converts, and if somebody clicks and converts through a link that you were given, those conversions are tracked, and then you, as the affiliate, you get a sale. So for example, let's say if I email my list of chiropractors right now on a product that I use, that I say, hey, this has garnered great results for me. Here's where you can get a free trial of this. If somebody clicks that link and they decide, hey, they want to use this program as well, I could potentially get an affiliate commission of that just for sending an email, for instance. Now, how much can you make? I've had clients, that's really across the board. I know people that generate millions of dollars in affiliate promotions every single year. We just had a speaker at our social media revenue summit, Dr. Eric. $2-3 million affiliate per year business. I've generated 5 figures in some days in affiliate commissions. I know people that do $100 per month. There's whatever you set your goal at, you can likely attain. So massive opportunity here. And companies like Target, Best Buy, Walmart, all these big manufacturers and businesses, they typically have affiliate programs as well. Now, some other affiliate networks that are online are ClickBank, JVZoo, CJ Affiliate, Share a Sale. You can go there right now and sign up for an affiliate program, and they'll give you a link to promote any given product. Now, the types of affiliate programs you have the per pay-per sale, where let's say if you drive somebody to an Amazon affiliate link and they buy, you get a commission based on what they buy. That's a pay-per-sale. Other affiliate programs are cost per action. So literally, if they just enter their name and email on a form, you get paid $100 or whatever the amount is. Now, affiliate marketing itself has so many advantages. One, you don't have to stock any inventory, which is pretty cool. You don't have to ship any products. There's no payments to collect, and there's no recruiting. You don't have to be the outcast at the family Thanksgiving dinner trying to bring somebody into whatever downline. No offense if that's what you're doing, but it's just a totally different model. There's no customer support because the product manufacturer actually handles that customer support. You have a very low startup cost, sometimes zero, because if you sign up, they just give you the affiliate site right off the bat. And there's no selling. No selling at all, meaning like the sales pages will sell for you if it's a really good sales page. And that's a beautiful thing. Now, a tip that I would recommend, when you go to promote affiliate products, there's a lot of stuff you can promote. Sometimes it's just an immediate sale. Other times you can get paid monthly on certain commissions, which is fantastic. One of the first affiliate promotions that I ever did way back in the day was I was using this software program to upload videos to all of these social channels, like in 2006, 2007. Found out they had an affiliate program, and I started recommending that to people that were into marketing like me and trying to make things more easy and efficient. That turned out to be a recurring monthly payment, so I would get a percentage of every monthly bill and eventually evolved that to a 5-figure affiliate paycheck every month. It was an amazing thing, right? So continuity is really good for affiliate programs. You can run the business from anywhere in the world, and this is how I got my start way back in the MySpace days. This is another example of an affiliate program that I did way before the current gas price the crisis that we have now. But for was it 2008? I promoted a product on YouTube, and this product was a way to convert your car into a water/gas burning hybrid. It was actually featured all over the news. So somebody took this guy's process and made it into like an online product manual, and that was getting downloaded like crazy. So I was on ClickBank, I think, at the time, found out about it, and then turned that into an affiliate program, promoted it with YouTube videos, and not long after, that was $5,000-6,000 a month, a pretty consistent revenue stream. But that was a little short-lived. And I normally don't go for the short-lived affiliate programs because there are cycles that we naturally experience. But overall, I want to be cycle-proof, if that sense. But there's also a time and place for opportunity. Can we please see the affiliate slide again of places to start? So the networks were JV Zoo, ClickBank is another one, Share a Sale, or CJ Affiliate. So just write those 4 down. Selling physical products on Amazon, private label. This is really fun, especially for low-tech chiropractors. I've helped a lot of families and docs do this. Even a second grader is able to sell products on Amazon. I got my start probably 8 years ago-ish, and this was selling iPhone mounts, which I don't recommend going into. It's extremely competitive unless you're a super, super savvy marketer. But we had some chops back then, and so we got into it. It turned out to be pretty lucrative for a while until we ran out of inventory, which is a tip. So if you start selling on Amazon, you do not want to run out of inventory because your rankings will be destroyed. Just an FYI. But the process is really simple overall. Initially, you're going to do your market research to figure out if something is commercially viable for you to sell on Amazon, right? If people are actually buying it. You'll choose the product to sell. Now, you'll research suppliers. The cool thing is also, if you go to Google, for instance, and you type in Amazon top 100 products, you will pull back Amazon links to the categories of where you can research what's selling super hot. What are the top 100 products? Now, those are going to be extremely competitive, but they'll give you some ideas. Researching suppliers here or overseas, you can find manufacturers in China. You can find them here in the United States. Either or is fine, depending on what your main goal is. I don't like to necessarily be on the low end of the product pricing because it eats away at all your margin with the shipping costs. But if you're in the $20 to $60 sweet spot, as I like to call it, that's pretty good. And I preferably like to be on the higher end of that to increase the volume on my listings so we have a little bit more to work with. So if that's the case, it just makes it a little bit easier to source products here in the States anyway. Next step is you will set up an Amazon Seller Central account. I believe it's $40-50 a month to sell on Amazon. You have to have that so you can create your listing, right? And then you just drive traffic. Amazon has their own ads platform that you can drive traffic. You can do family, friends, your email list, Facebook, and all of these other channels, but realize that Amazon is about conversion. You're not just going to send a flood of Facebook traffic to an Amazon listing because your conversion will be extremely, extremely low. So you have to make them jump through a couple hoops and hurdles before you would do that. And then you just got to get conversions and sales. And the more of these you get, obviously, the more money you'll make. And the true beauty of it, total passive income, is when you can rank a product super high on Amazon for any given keyword. That's the holy grail. I've been there. It's a beautiful thing because sales can come in fast and furious. Advantages of selling on Amazon. Amazon handles the shipping and most customer support really, really simple. Passive sales happen real quick when you get top rankings. People trust Amazon because it's so easy to buy. It's like one click and you're done. You can't compete with the amount of trust that Amazon's built public-wise over the years. And this is a fantastic way to start for low-tech docs and professionals. So let's talk about digital information. products. Now, this is the third way that you as a chiropractor can make money online. Digital info products and courses. Everyone's in the information product game. Harvard, Yale, reputable institutions. So don't have a mind block that people aren't buying online courses. That's not true at all. And their sales are like up every year because of that. I already shared this chart with you before, but it just shows you the e-learning, the online course market, how people are buying more of this stuff now. It's become widely acceptable. Huge, huge opportunity for growth. The advantages of selling online courses or e-learning products is you have a super high profit margin versus, let's say, Amazon, which I still love. Amazon, you might be looking at 30 to 50% profit margin in the majority of cases. If you sell online courses, well, you talk about a high profit margin, 95% and above, because it's digitally delivered. Online learning is over a 300 million per day industry, and it's a lot easier than it was just 10 years ago. You don't have to have 6 different courses and tools and software to figure this stuff out. You've got great products like Kajabi, Kartra, ClickFunnels that are just like all-in-one suites where you've got your shopping carts, your affiliate programs, your sales pages, like all the stuff that you can do. And you don't have any physical inventory to stock with online courses, which is a beautiful thing as well, right? You just sell it online. Very low startup cost, sometimes a couple $100s or less. In other situations, you could build a website, certainly. You don't need to, like a formal website, but you can certainly have that. You can run the business from anywhere in the world, just like most of actually all that I'm talking about today. It doesn't matter if, you're in Berlin at the Brandenburg Gate, or if you're at a St. Patrick's Day parade in Dublin, Ireland, or if you're in Amsterdam getting ready to speak at a gig, or at the Bergenstock in Lucerne just to die for views. Portugal, like I could go on, and we've been very blessed throughout our lifetime, but we're able to do this and travel so much because the online sales, they keep coming and coming every day. The sales are consistent for us. So it doesn't matter, like I'm not in an quote unquote office. My stuff is virtual. As long as I am connected to whether it's my phone or my laptop, we can run the business from anywhere in the world. It's a beautiful thing. And I never take it for granted. Absolutely never. So, Social Media Elite was my first online course for chiropractors. This is the one I was mentioning earlier in my story where I launched it. Initially, it was in DVD format with manuals. And some of you might actually have that if you were back in social media marketing in 2005, 2006 era, which was really cool. And then that evolved into the online course. This is my flagship training for helping chiropractors grow their practices with social media. And we've updated this course ever since. It's digitally delivered. So we make sales every day from docs, and I'm able to help them. Even if I do a quick 15-minute phone consult with them, I can still do that via Zoom virtually. So it is a beautiful model to add an additional stream of revenue to your practice, right? The next way is to publish a paperback or hardcover book. This can be a great revenue stream on top of your practice. The problem is most doctors and business owners, they never make money with the books because they don't have a proven launch process and they don't know how to get consistent sales. Regardless if you make money or not with a book, you should have a book, but the way that I teach, you'll make a lot of money with the book. Now, on Amazon, when I took this screenshot a while back, it had 148 reviews, and you can kind of see it's listed. The cover jumps out at you, and the title is a very good marketable title. The advantages of having a book, of course, it's ultra premium positioning for your brand because so very few people write a book, less than 1% of the population. And people just look at you differently when they see your face on the cover. Credibility and prestige, again, you're elevating your status above everyone else, every other chiropractor in the marketplace. People, they just, when you have this book, it's kind of that wow factor for many. And it allows you to go more mainstream. This will open up more doors and opportunities for you than you could ever open up on your own. A lot of these media spots that I've been given or places and stages that I've garnered, my book was the foot in the door because that's what the highest paid authors, coaches, speakers, public personalities have. Anyone that's getting interviewed on TV at a high level, for instance, they likely have a book. So we're not trying to reinvent the wheel here. We just follow the common denominators. And it can get you on big stages for speaking gigs that can be extremely lucrative. Buying businesses that are already making money. This is a great way to increase your income on top of your practice, to have good systems in place. And so very few doctors actually think about this. I mean, stepping into a business that, or not even you running it per se, but at least acquiring the asset of something that's been established 5, 10 years, that you walk into day one and it's profitable. Huge. There are sites out there, for example, like bizbuysell.com or Flippa, where you can find brick and mortar businesses, online business, and you can look and see and determine if it's maybe right for you or if you're looking for a specific type. So just a massive opportunity to add additional streams of income. Now, when I look at buying a business, for instance, I'm not looking for another job. I love marketing. I love advertising. And I have a team of people that can kind of do certain things, but I'm not looking to necessarily be in that business. So you should have an operator that's already in there, so you're able to just scale the company much higher than what it is. Now, the advantage of doing this, buying a business, obviously the business model is proven. It's not like a startup, which 8 out of 10 startups fail within the first 2 years. You start making money day one. Growth can happen very fast because right now we're in a situation that you've got, I can't remember the statistic exactly, but there's an insane amount of baby boomers that are retiring every single day, and they have their own businesses that they're looking to unload. And unfortunately, most of them, they'll never sell their businesses. So you're in a really good opportunity. Let's talk about a bonus way. Another bonus way you can make money on top of your practice without having to be in a brick and mortar. You can do the virtual coaching and or telemedicine. And I'm not talking about virtual chiropractic, right? Obviously. But there's other services, products, and programs or areas of expertise that you likely have that could potentially be woven in a certain way, right? There are services out there like Free Conference Call HD. I feel like I owe these people just probably hundreds of thousands of dollars over the years. It's free. It used to be freeconferencecall.com. And when I first started, I was using that service to record the calls. Of course, now I use Zoom for a lot of stuff so we can share the screen, or that you can see me, I can see you. But the technology is very, very simple to use, and you can record every single thing, and it just makes it very streamlined for you. So consulting is beautiful because you can essentially charge whatever you want to consult people. In fact, if you go that route and you think of a number like, all right, I'm going to charge this much per hour, I'll tell you right away, just go ahead and double that, because you're likely charging too little. People pay all the time higher premiums for this concierge care. Like if I look at my business, the way that I have things structured, I have the free stuff online, the free reports, the free giveaways to build my email list, because that's where it all starts. Then I've got the lower barrier offer, which is my book. It's $29.97, right? Everyone can afford that. Somebody gets great results with my book, boom, they're upgraded, or they want to learn more about my online programs and courses like the Internet Income Club or Social Media Elite. Boom, they buy that, they're getting results, and now they want to come to an event that we host. The Social Media Revenue Summit, a higher ticket event, or a Caribbean Mastermind, higher ticket event. And maybe some people want to do a concierge one-on-one total immersion day with me. They want to fly to Atlanta, or they want to fly me out. So we have products and services all across the board for people in this whole information, this online internet spectrum of things. And you can do the same thing on top of your practice, if you're wise about it. So you will eventually have so many streams of income coming in that it's just such a beautiful thing. So you got the affiliate marketing side of things. Maybe you're selling some online courses. Periodically, you are doing the virtual consulting. Maybe you buy a business in the meantime. Maybe you launch your book. Beautiful ways. You have to decide, though, one thing, which one is right for you at this particular moment in time. You got to choose one thing, because we only get paid for what's done. That's worth writing down. We only get paid for done. One thing, 5 steps, here's what you need to know. Just five simple steps on whatever thing you choose. Brainstorm what you want to sell, what product, service, what niche or industry that you want to be in, and really drill down in specifics. It's one thing for me to launch a course and say, Facebook business growth profits. That's my name of the course. That's one thing, right? It's a totally different thing for me to say something like Facebook video marketing to affluent people, X course or whatever. So the more specific you can be with your marketing, with the course itself or your product, you're probably going to make a lot more money. Then you need to figure out, who do you want to sell it to? Who's your ideal client avatar? Write it down, the type of person, ages, the magazines that they're reading, movies that they're watching. You need to know them inside and out. Then you have to decide on a course of action. I'm not going to do the work for you. No one else is. You need to take little actions every day toward your goal. Then you also have to connect with why you are doing this. There will be times in your entrepreneurial journey, and it happens to everyone, I don't care how successful you are, that you're going to go through ups and downs. And when you're down, sometimes even me that's had a good degree of success online, there's just sometimes you're like, man, what's going on? Like, everything's breaking today. What's happening? And connecting with your why is going to keep you moving. If you fall 8 times, you're going to get up 9 type of thing, right? Is what motivates you, your family, living a better lifestyle, being able to do things that people told you couldn't do. Everyone's why and motivation is a little bit different. And we have to also be able to transcend motivation, because for many people, motivation is simply a scam. We need to create empowering habits. We have to have self-discipline. There are days that I don't want to do certain things, whether it's go to the gym and work out, or whether it's actually to do X marketing for the business, whatever. I just don't want to do it, but I do it because I have discipline. I'm in the habit. That's why I win. That's why you will win. And then you have to just get it done. Feet to the fire, get it done, whether you're great on your own or if you're honest with yourself and you need to invest in a coach or mentor and have an accountability partner. I always like to say imperfect action beats perfect planning any day of the week. So really, going back to what type of income do you want to have? Write a number down right now. What would change your life? That might be different for everyone. That's cool. This is about you. What's going to change your life? Now imagine if you would have had just one stream of additional income on top of your practice just 6 months ago. How much better financially would you be right now? How much more passive income would you be generating each and every single month? And how much less stressful would your life be at the moment? How much more freedom and flexibility would you have to be on your terms? Listen, if you love practicing, that's fantastic. Do it. It's very fulfilling. It's a beautiful thing. I love taking care of patients. But if you only want to practice 2 days a week and you want to do whatever the remaining 5 days a week, that's cool too. You just have to set the intention and start a plan and work to achieve that goal. But you've got to be very clear and honest with yourself on what type of life you want. So let's talk about some mistakes to avoid. Doing too many things, that should be TOO, doing too many things at once and being scatterbrained. If you say, oh, I'm going to be an affiliate marketer, I'm going to launch an online course, we're going to buy a business, we're going to do that this week, nothing is likely going to get done because you're just in way too many different directions. We have to have focus and not scatterbrained. Yes, number 3 was decide on a course of action. We had a question there. Let's see here. There we go. Another mistake people make is hanging around with the sky is falling type of people. There are a lot of people out there right now that still are pessimistic about life, that have never done what you want to do, right? Somebody might think generating online income is a pipe dream. It doesn't happen. You can't do that. Or maybe they think only $100 a day is possible. Oh, you can't generate $10,000 a month in online income. That's impossible, right? These are people you need to avoid like the plague. They're not doing it. Get around people that are doing it. I push myself all the time. We're in masterminds and groups that they're just, you feel small when you're in these groups, but it elevates you to think, wow, this is what's possible. And I haven't been thinking big, big enough. But you gotta get rid of these sky has fallen type of people. Haphazard marketing and advertising. If you don't have a consistent and strategic marketing campaign for any aspect of the business, whether it's your chiro business or the internet stuff, well, you're not going to have great results at all. Not doing anything. There are so many people that promise. In fact, I remember several times in the last 2 years, I've had numerous people come to me and say, hey, this group over here, all I got to do is pay an X amount of dollars, 20, 30 grand, and they're going to set up an Amazon store for me, Walmart store, and do this and that and this and that. I don't have to do anything. And I'm like, well, I've heard of those situations, and maybe some people are doing extremely well, but I know enough multimillionaires to know that they put in the work. And you don't have to necessarily do everything yourself, because delegation and outsourcing can be extremely important. So you're not working as much in the business, but you need to get your hands dirty. If you don't get your hands dirty, and if you don't have your finger on the pulse of the money and the marketing, you will get screwed somewhere along the way. That is a certainty. Going at it without professional guidance. You can learn this stuff on your own, but do you have 2 hours a day for the next year or 2 years or whatever, how long it's going to take you to really learn it, make the costly mistakes, spend money where you don't need to? Like there's always a learning curve with this stuff. The great thing is it's not like biochemistry in chiropractic school that we had. That's the beautiful thing. It's much easier, I think. You just have to align, again, with the right people. Now, I've encountered any obstacle and challenge that you will face regarding growing an internet-based business, period. So I'll tell you what, Courtney, Hannah, I'd like to open it up for a few minutes before I continue in this presentation. If anyone has any questions, specific questions, then we can actually do just a short Q&A. So if you have specific questions, you can pop them in the chat if you want, or you can unmute your Zoom and then just ask the question, if that's all right. Okay. Hopefully y'all are enjoying this presentation so far and it's opening your eyes. You got it. That's a great question. I've seen docs succeed at actually all of the above, right? I think that it's important to figure out what truly resonates with you, though, because you got to be honest with yourself in terms of time commitments. If you have at least 30 minutes a day to devote to this stuff, you can make it work very easily. You don't need a huge amount of time. Most docs are on the computer that much anyway. We're just trying to turn this into productive time to create an additional stream of income. Now, what I just said, I'd probably say that I've worked with the most docs in regards to starting Amazon businesses and in regards to the affiliate marketing side of things in the online courses. So mostly the Amazon side, but again, it's any and all of the above can be very profitable. The Amazon is kind of nice because you can be extremely low tech and still do very, very well. And it's a family business. Literally, I mean, if you got a second grader at home, they can be involved in this stuff. So that's a cool thing about it. But I don't find, especially nowadays, because technology has been so simplified, even with the launching of courses or affiliate marketing, that the average doc's going to be able to do this stuff with just a little bit of work and effort, honestly. Yeah. The most successful chiropractors that I've worked with are not selling chiro-related products, actually. You certainly can, but if right now you decide you're going to sell neck rolls on Amazon, well, you're likely not going to break into that first page for any keyword because it's so extremely competitive. I mean, extremely competitive. Now, you can eventually run ads to those products, but your margins are going to be very, very minimal. The advantage that chiropractors have, though, when selling chiropractic related products is that you still have a patient base in the office. So you're able to train your patients now to start going on Amazon to buying your stuff, which helps with your conversion of your listing and can help elevate your ranking on the Amazon search engine. So really, it's kind of both. I mean, you can break into certain things, but certain products there's going to be a versus. Let me give you an example. One of my clients from many years ago, she was selling an organic mosquito repellent, actually. And there weren't that many on the market 4 or 5 years ago, I don't believe, at least on Amazon. And so she created, well, she didn't create the product, but there was another manufacturer that was in her state where she got the product. She began to offer it, and it took her less than 2 weeks to actually start ranking for keywords on Amazon, which is really fast, and probably like 10 or so buys. Then she started to rank on the first page for the keyword, and then that turned into a couple sales periodically, and then eventually, the last time I spoke with her, it was probably like 20 or so sales per day, and she was only making like a couple dollars, so it wasn't really high margin stuff, but it was very significant to what she was doing. So, you can do either or, though, as a chiropractor. You can sell chiro-related stuff. You can sell other things that you are extremely passionate about. And normally when I'm working with a doc, I'll be like, well, okay, this is what I think based on this. And you could do it because you've got a very large patient base. You may be able to crack in. The goal is automation eventually. So as you get a bunch of these sales, you get so many sales that eventually the algorithm picks it up and now it's recommending it to so-and-so and this and that. And you just networked into all the good places on Amazon. Well, Alibaba is the most common, yeah. No. You're not going to want to store products at all. Amazon has what's called the FBA program. And when you sign up for a Seller Central account, they have tutorials in there. But FBA means fulfilled by Amazon. Amazon has the trust, and they can deliver Prime in 1 or 2 days, right? That's what people want. They want the urgency there. I'm not biased of where to get the source and products. Alibaba is the most popular place to find manufacturers from all over the world, not just China. So you can find a lot of good stuff there, or you can go to Google and just type in, wholesale supplier for whatever product, USA. You can find people all over. So I can't say them particular to to do that. And there's actually a really good program. It escapes my mind. I'll think about it after I'm done with this webinar. But you can go to your favorite brand essentially. Let's say you could go to Nike and you could figure out which warehouses in Vietnam they use. The name escapes me right now. It's in our group, but I'll find it. So that's one side of the equation. But yeah, when you look at a product, I mean, you definitely need to figure out, all right, well, I'm going to order the top 3 products from Amazon. I'm going to order the top 3 or 4 products from this type of product in Alibaba, the manufacturer. You could compare the two. There's a lot of details that go into that, but essentially that's kind of the overview of where you're finding the manufacturing. You got to get the quality in your hands, though, because you are competing with high-quality stuff. My goal is to get the highest quality that I can, charge the most for the product, then maybe add some extra things to sweeten the deal in that regard. I think we had another question over the chat too, I believe. How to? I see this one, so I didn't see that other question that you just asked. But there's one that says how to publish a book, website to do it, etc. Publishing a book, you can go self-publishing if you want. That's one way of doing it, or you can shop the manuscript around once it's finished to a major New York publisher like I did, and I was fortunate to get picked up there, but there's no right or wrong. If you don't have a platform, a large audience, you're likely going to self-publish. When you self-publish, there are places out there. One of them is iUniverse, for example. They will pretty much do everything in a package to get your book on Amazon, get it in a professional ready format, and then ultimately you can start the sales and marketing process of the side of things. And there are many other self-publishing houses out there which they're called full service self-publishing houses. So that's where most will probably start. A website, if you're going to launch it like I launched my book, you should have a book website, because that's what a lot of coaches, authors, and speakers do. Simple 3-4 pager, not a big deal, but you want to make it a big launch process, and not just family, friends, but get the word out via social media. And in our Internet Income Club course, I've got 30 plus videos on my book launch process, because it's a little bit in depth, but overall you should have a scheduled time frame on the launch day when you're ready to get it up. You just have to the hardest part is writing the book, setting aside time to do that. And if you know that your weakness is writing, it would be very simple to hire somebody on Upwork, for instance, a ghostwriter that you can be on the phone with every single week after you drill down your table of contents, and you can just talk about stuff, whatever chapter, and they can put it into written form for you. So you got to hack your weakness. Good question. Very good question. Yeah, it's called the Internet Income Club, and I was actually going to get into that after I answer some of the questions to kind of give you an idea of what you can expect there. Any other questions or? All right, cool. As I was saying before, I've encountered any obstacle that you'll face with this stuff. I've just been doing it a very, very long time, since 2005. And you don't have to go at it alone, obviously getting stuck and having certain complications. We already did the question session there, but what type of doctor or student are you right now? You got to ask yourself that. Some people, they'll see this information and unfortunately they won't do anything with it. Like I said before, start with one thing. Just whether it's writing a book or affiliate marketing, get one thing going. That's all you need to do to begin with. And then for those of you that want professional guidance, I have a program that's called the Internet Income Club. And this training has over 70 video tutorials in it. And it's an exclusive community that teaches chiros and students how to build highly profitable online businesses through affiliate marketing, selling private label products on Amazon, offering digital courses, book launches, buying businesses, virtual coaching, and other things. And if you're new to internet marketing or a seasoned veteran, either or is fine, because you're going to learn and grow your business and learn how people are doing it to 4, 5, 6 figures every single month. This can be done part-time or full-time. It's created by me, a chiropractor, somebody that actually kind of knows what you're actually going through. And any small business owner can apply this. Here's what you get in the actual system itself. There's 6 different modules of videos, and including a fast track video tutorial there. I walk you step by step through this process so you can make money quickly. Sometimes there is a ramp up time, especially if you're a little bit newer to all this stuff. And then there's over 70 video tutorials, like I mentioned, involved. You also get access to our private Facebook group on top of that. And then if you ever have any questions, you can always send me a quick email and I can help guide you through so you don't have to get stuck on something for a week, 2 weeks, or what have you. We also have a bonus module where I've got private interviews and talks in there and presentations from other 7- and 8-figure business owners like myself, so you can kind of learn from people that are just absolutely crushing it in their respective businesses. And of course, we cover everything in the course. No stone is left unturned. In the Amazon module, for instance, I teach you how to do the market research. And this is where the money's made. You discover the best way to find legit private label suppliers and how to evaluate, how to not get burned when ordering overseas, because that's happened before, how to rank high on Amazon's first page, mistakes many sellers make, how to get a flood of buyer traffic to your Amazon listing. In the book launch module, in module 6, I teach you how to write and publish and launch a book that actually makes money, how to hit #1 bestseller status on the charts. You learn costly and dumb mistakes that make you look unprofessional. I teach you how to generate buzz and to get mainstream features, how to set up your website to capture readers to compel them to buy your stuff, an easy way to get influencers to promote your book for free, how to secure big money sponsors for your book. In the affiliate marketing module, I teach you how to make an extra 4 to 5 figures per month using affiliate marketing and the top 3 ways that our affiliates are doing this. You'll find out how to select a product to promote, how to get high quality traffic to your affiliate offers, and how to test conversion and also what metrics to strive for. In the virtual coaching module, I talk about how to set up everything hassle-free, top platforms to use, best practices to stay compliant, how to structure your coaching program and your sessions, how to position yourself and elevate your status to sell what you do, and how to make an extra 6 or 7 figures consulting. If you're talking about selling online courses, that's in module 3, and I teach you how to find out what courses to sell, how to know who to sell it to, how to structure your online training so that you actually get follow through. The problem is you could create an online course, and if people don't take and consume and actually get results with that course, you're sunk because you're not going to get testimonials, which means you're not going to sell more products. So compliance is a huge thing, just like patience in your office, obviously. How to market the training for maximum impact, influence, and profits, how to maintain an exceptional client experience so they get the most value out of the program. In the business buying module, I teach you how to determine what to buy if you have capital, pitfalls to look out for, how to know what a business is actually worth, the best way to protect yourself so you don't get screwed, the right questions to ask, and how to get the most upside, including immediate profits for the business. Now, what the Internet Income Club course will do for you, it's going to show you how to create a recession-proof internet business on top of your practice in many of the ways I personally make money and how you can do the same. It's going to teach you a set of skill sets that pays you for years and years to come. This isn't like a postcard drop, and it's going to give you clarity and a winning strategy. You'll learn from somebody that's already been in the game and done it. You'll learn how to get traffic to your website, products, and services. You'll learn how to break the dollar for hours cycle. This is something that a lot of chiros have a problem with because of how we're kind of taught. But you have to break out of that if you want true flexibility and freedom. And then also on this program, we do have a 6-month money-back guarantee. I want you to try the course out and actually implement some stuff. So we give you a lot of time to make this work. And if you have questions, of course, you can always email me or put them in the group. This program isn't for you if you're just looking to get rich quick this week. That's just, that's not what we're looking for here. Some people do make things happen really, really quick, but I don't like to set that expectation. If you're wanting somebody else to do the work fully for you, this is not a good system. If you don't have 30 minutes per day, or if you won't prioritize that much, then don't even bother. And if you're not coachable, obviously this isn't going to work. If you're a victim mentality type of person, if you complain and you blame others, that's not a good fit for this as well. It's new learning, but it's not extremely complicated. I think even a 5th grader can do this because I've trained many, especially when it comes to selling stuff on Amazon. This is for the chiro that wants a new stream or streams of income on top of their existing practice. And this is for you if you want to learn from somebody that's actually generated many millions of dollars from the internet. It's also for those that want to build real freedom into their lives and not have to worry about the insurance company, for example, cutting you the next check and all that stuff. If the economy crashes, it's good to have recession-proof streams of income where people are still buying online. We just don't know what's going to happen in the future. You're not going to find another program like this for chiros in this profession. Now, the investment is it's normally a $2,000 program because of the knowledge, opportunities, and access and mentorship that you have within this course. And I've personally spent over $200K in just my own mindsets and abilities. You'll see me traveling to a lot of different places. Sometimes those are personal travels. Other times they're business masterminds where I'm paying to be in the room with some high-level people because I understand the value of building relationships and developing my own skill set. We used to sell the book launch module alone for $997. But today you're not going to invest anywhere near that. So for this seminar, you can actually save 75% if this really interests you. This has to resonate. If you get what I just talked about today and you know that you want to have something else, because chiropractic practice can be very hard on the body, this could be a very good fit. So $497 is all you have to invest today to actually have access to the Internet Income Club program. And then what we're going to do is I'm going to give you a couple fast action bonuses. So one is free upgrades for life. If you ever want, sometimes I'll just put new tutorials in the group, hey, this has changed, or do this or do that. You're not going to have an Internet Income Club 2.0 per se. Where's it at? Let me see here. And the other one is a 15-minute phone fast track consult with me. That's going to be available for the first 5 that enroll because I don't have like a huge amount of time. So if this resonates with you, then get a move on it type of thing. So I'll get on the phone with you and I'll help you brainstorm wherever you get stuck in that creation process to fast track you along. And then you'll also get a VIP members discount. If you want to come to our next year's Social Media Revenue Summit, we'll give you a $200 discount on the ticket. And we are actually limiting enrollment, so 300 spots are currently available. We have 273 members as of today that are in the club, so if this resonates with you, then make sure you get in. I've worked with so many docs over the years, I could share with you testimonials, and I shared with you a few in the beginning of this training. Sachin Patel has generated $1 million of social media. This doc, 1,000 from YouTube on affiliate sales, 37,000 in online courses. Dr. Barbara, coaching client of mine, I helped her grow her coaching business to over 500K just using some of the methods. Dr. Brad, Amazon, an extra $6,500 in revenue his first month. So if you like the idea of creating an additional source of income on top of your practice, regardless of what it is, and you see the value in professional mentorship by someone that's done it, you can go to profit365.org/IIC. That's profit, P-R-O-F-I-T, 365.org/IIC to enroll now. And like I said, the first 5 people, we're going to schedule a phone consultation so I can help you hit the ground running and fast track your success. You're going to get a welcome email after you're in our private group, so check your junk and spam just in case things get filtered there. And if you have any questions, if you don't see the email, just send a quick email to info@dcincome.com. So you can just get that, or if you have any questions, regardless. So I'm going to wrap it up with this. You can keep doing what you're doing, and you can kind of hope things will change, or you can try your hardest to make things change with my guidance and professional trainings. Which one do you think has a better option of transforming your future? It's go time. Let's do this. I'm more than happy to work with you. I want to see you thrive and prosper this year because there's so much opportunity. Make the decision. Take control of your financial future once and for all, and I look forward to seeing you in the club. If you have any questions, you know where to find me on social media, obviously. I'm always here for you. Courtney, thank you so much for allowing me to share the knowledge today on this event, and I appreciate what you're doing.